While the Colosseum is a must-see in Rome, this city is like a treasure chest brimming with archaeological wonders waiting to be explored. In this video, we're not only going to take you to some famous sites, but also uncover some hidden, lesser-known places about Roman history. You're in for a treat. But before we dive into this adventure, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you won't miss any of our exciting journeys through history. And if the allure of the Colosseum is too irresistible to resist, check out the link below for information on available tours. You can also discover tours to explore the other amazing destinations worldwide. Without further ado, let's get into it. Number 1. The Forum. The Roman Forum, in my opinion, is the crown jewel among Rome's myriad ruins. While the Colosseum may capture the imagination with its grandeur, the Forum offers something even more profound. It wasn't just an ancient sports arena. It was the vibrant heart of Rome. During the days of the Republic, it served as a bustling marketplace where traders peddled their goods and citizens engaged in lively discourse. Picture this historical scene: merchants haggling over goods, philosophers debating, and senators strolling through the monumental arches. As you explore this remarkable site, you'll encounter the remnants of awe-inspiring temples, bearing witness to its central role in Roman religious life. The basilicas, not to be confused with modern churches, served as ancient law courts, underscoring its significance in the realm of Roman jurisprudence. The Curia, or Senate House, resonated with political deliberations, while the towering triumphal arches celebrated the victories of great generals. But what truly sets the Roman Forum apart is its inclusivity. It was a melting pot where Romans from all walks of life converged daily, making it a microcosm of ancient Roman society. Number 2. The Palatine. Nestled amid the labyrinthine ruins of Rome, the Palatine Hill stands as a place of unparalleled allure. Legend has it that this hill was the very cradle of ancient Rome, and archaeological evidence supports the claim that it once housed the city's first permanent settlement. However, as the Roman Republic transitioned into the empire, the Palatine underwent a transformation. No longer a place for all Romans, it evolved into an exclusive enclave for the privileged and powerful. During the imperial era, the Palatine assumed the illustrious role of the imperial residence, a connection so deep that it contributed the modern word palace, derived from Palatine. The site is a repository of numerous archaeological treasures, although the sheer abundance of ruins can sometimes overwhelm. To truly unravel its historical tapestry, a guided tour with an expert is often the most rewarding approach. As you wander through the evocative remains of the Palatine, you gain insight into the stark contrast between Rome's modest beginnings and its opulent zenith during the imperial era, all encapsulated within this legendary hill. Number 3. Baths of Cala. In the heart of Rome, nestled just off one of the city's bustling highways, you'll find the archaeological wonderland known as the Baths of Cala. These awe-inspiring baths bear the name of the emperor who commissioned them, Marcus Aurelius Antoninus, famously known as Cala in 212 AD. It's worth noting that these were no ordinary baths. They were a monumental complex where an astonishing 9,000 construction workers toiled tirelessly for 5 years to bring Cala's vision to life. When the baths opened in 217 AD, they could accommodate a staggering 1,600 bathers simultaneously. These colossal bathing structures remained active until the 6th century, when the Gothic invasions disrupted the aqueducts supplying water to these grand baths. During the Renaissance period, there was a renewed interest in antiquities, leading to the removal of many decorative pieces. For instance, the Belvedere torso, which later inspired Michelangelo's portrayal of Christ in the Sistine Chapel, now resides in the Vatican. The Farnese Hercules, bull, and flora can be admired in the National Archaeological Museum of Naples, while two massive bathtubs can be spotted in Piazza Farnese, just off Campo di Fiori in central Rome. Number 4. Teatro Marcellus. Located between the Roman Forum and Tiber Island, Teatro Marcellus is a remarkable testament to ancient Roman architectural prowess. Although Julius Caesar initiated its construction, it was his adopted son, Emperor Augustus, who completed this magnificent theater in 17 BC. What's truly remarkable is the scale of the theater. It had the capacity to seat between 15,000 and 20,000 spectators, making it one of Rome's premier entertainment venues during its time. However, the theater's story didn't end with the fall of the Roman Empire. Until the 1930s, the lower arcades of the theater were repurposed as shops, while the upper sections were transformed into a palace for the Orsini family. Fast forward to today, and the palace now houses the Sovereign Order of Malta Embassy to the Holy See and the famous Italian actress Sophia Loren. Number 5. The Arelli Insula. Hidden in plain sight, tucked away between the imposing Vittoriano monument and the picturesque Campidoglio Square, lies the Arelli Insula. This unassuming site holds a unique distinction as one of the very lower-class residences from ancient Rome that remains remarkably intact. While Hollywood often paints a romanticized picture of ancient Rome with its pristine white marble palaces, the reality was quite different. Most Romans lived in vast tenement blocks known as insulae. At the height of Rome's power, there were around 45,000 of these tenement blocks, each housing countless individuals. The Arelli Insula offers a vivid glimpse into the living conditions of ancient Romans. Roman law stipulated that these structures could reach a towering 4 stories and stand at a height of nearly 50 feet. Interestingly, the existence of this law suggests that builders may have initially constructed even taller insulae that occasionally collapsed due to structural issues. Unlike modern living, the top floors were reserved for the poorest tenants. There were no elevators or fire escapes, and the sweltering heat of the sun often made the upper floors unbearable. To truly appreciate the multi-layered nature of an ancient Roman city, this oft-forgotten archaeological site presents a stark contrast to the famous ruins of Pompeii, where the volcanic blast obliterated anything that rose above the city walls. Now, before we dive deeper into Rome's rich history, make sure to show some love by hitting that like button and subscribing for more exciting explorations. And remember, there's a link below that you won't want to miss. Number 6. The Pyramid of Cestius. Did you know that Rome boasts its very own ancient pyramid? This unusual structure, built in 12 BC, was erected to serve as the final resting place for Gaius Cestius, who held the titles of praetor, tribune of the plebs, and member of the College of Roman Priests. The remarkable aspect of this pyramid is that it took a mere 330 days to complete, and the builders kindly left inscriptions on its surface, providing valuable historical context. The pyramid served as a burial chamber, although its architectural style differs from the traditional Egyptian pyramids, more commonly associated with ancient burial practices. The preservation of the Pyramid of Cestius can be primarily attributed to its incorporation into the Aurelian walls during the 3rd century AD, which effectively shielded it from decay and destruction. Number 7. Osa Antika. Although located roughly 30 miles from the heart of Rome, Osa Antika is a treasure trove of Roman ruins that merits every traveler's attention. Historically, Ostia, meaning mouth in Latin, held the distinction of being the vital port city of Rome, strategically positioned at the mouth of the Tiber River. Some might argue that it was Rome's first and most significant colony. Not only did it serve as Rome's naval base, but more importantly, it functioned as the empire's pantry. Within its walls, the precious grain that sustained Rome's million-plus inhabitants was stored before distribution to the capital. As the Roman Empire's fortunes dwindled, so did Ostia, culminating in a significant event when a storm altered the course of the Tiber River, causing much of the city to be submerged in silt. Surprisingly, this natural event resulted in an extraordinary level of preservation, leaving vast sections of the city explorable even today. While Ostia Antika might not possess the same glamour as Pompeii, it offers a compelling alternative. After all, before the catastrophic eruption, Pompeii was a relatively unimportant holiday town. Our Roman adventure may be over for now, but your journey doesn't have to end here. If you're eager to explore these ancient wonders in person, click the link below for incredible tour options. Before we go, share with us, if you could time travel to ancient Rome for a day, which ruin would you visit first and why? Tell us in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more adventures. Thanks for joining us, and happy exploring!